I wanted to be in touch with you to let you know of our thinking here in Church Wigan in light of the lifting of most COVID restrictions as part of step 4 of the government's roadmap out of lockdown. Let's be honest, it's a time of mixed feelings. For some who felt the restrictions to be overly cautious, Freedom Day couldn't come quickly enough. Others are nervous that all caution has been thrown to the wind at a time when infection rates in Wigan as in elsewhere are spiking again. The tight laws and hefty punishments are gone, replaced by a rather vague recommendation which our bishop has summarised: local decisions made by local people as long as they're within the law. So how do we navigate this time of hope, of liberation, of anxiety, of caution, as church, as the people of Jesus called to be salt and light in an often confused world? Well, we have a few guiding principles here in Church Wigan. First and above all is God, and God's will revealed to us in the Bible. Throughout Scripture, God calls us, His people, to be responsible to and for one another. In particular, we are to respect and protect the more vulnerable. This is the way of Jesus Christ. Second, we have the advice of our good friends at the Council and in public health. We thank God for the wonderful vaccination program, but infection rates are very high and they're still rising. In Wigan, we are asked to be kind to each other and keep the borough safe. Third, and finally, God has given us common sense to use. And common sense tells us that there's no need to jump in and change everything all at once. We're all at different stages of recovery, and it'll take time for people to adapt to the new reality. So, a period of adjustment is better than a knee-jerk reaction. So, with these 3 guiding principles of looking out for the more vulnerable, for being mindful of the COVID situation and keeping people safe, and of taking our time to adjust, we can create spaces where people can again enjoy the things that sustained and nourished them in body, soul and spirit, but do so in a way which also feels safe. So, for example, we'll invite people to wear face masks while moving around our churches, but you'll be able to take them off when you sit down. You'll be able to sing your hearts out again and, where possible, enjoy a brew with your friends. But we'll do these things safely. And as is the case already, you can receive communion, although we won't be sharing the common cup yet. For those whom it's too early to meet again in person, we'll continue to offer online and telephone worship and to keep in touch. It'll be different in different places depending on buildings and volunteers and other local factors. But we're resolved to communicate well, not just providing information, but making space for dialogue. And together, we'll explore how we can be a welcoming and refreshing church for all the people of Wigan and its surrounding towns and villages in these strange new days.